Hello once more. Good day. Uh, as a continuance of last video where we touch about the MLC, why is it not included in the curriculum? For today's session, let's dive into the actual curriculum of a BSMT. The type of education is front-ended. That means 3 and 1. So join me. Let's begin. So to continue with the last video's take on the maritime management level course, now we shall dive into the curriculum, which for this video, the sample I will use is the front-ended 3-1, okay? And degree I will use now is the BS Marine Transportation. So looking at the video screen that you have, the first semester requires 27 units, okay? Oh, sorry, 21 units and 6 units of laboratory. Okay? So total 27. Okay, there are no prerequisites, okay? No core requisites, so you can enter straight on after your senior high. Going to the second semester, you still have your technical subjects as well as your arts and sciences. This is a requirement for the bachelor's degree. Okay, but if you start looking at it, these are more a mixture of operational and management. Okay, more of operational. Okay. So on the second semester of your first year, you will gain 21 units, okay, and you have a total of 26 units including laboratories, okay. There's a prerequisite is the previous subjects that you took in the first semester, okay. So you can't jump to second semester without passing through the first semester. So that's the first year of your studies in Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation. Moving on to the second year of your studies, in the first semester, you have some higher order of the course specific, the major. You have electronic navigation, trim and stability and stress, and you have marine environment. So there's already a higher order now. And most of these now are sort of a mix still of operational and management. Because if you look at the management level courses, there are some items here that already have been taken. Okay, so a total of 23 units for this with corresponding laboratory credits gives you 28 units total. Okay, you have prerequisites, of course, but no core requisites. So take it on. Moving on to the next semester, which is in your second year, it is another set of higher order of your course specific, your bachelor's degree. You have like the operational use of radar and ARPA. This cannot be done in a chalk and talk session. You have to be hands-on, so there must be a simulator, okay, in the school that will show you the operational aspects. Some go beyond that by already starting to put scenarios, okay, which is a requirement in the management level. I said a working knowledge of conditions that require various scenarios in the radar, okay, and ARPA. Then you have maritime communications, the maritime English. Then you have your other arts and science subjects. Okay, so that constitutes the second semester, which gives you a total combined credit of 25 units. Now, moving on to our third and final academic theoretical year. For the first semester, you have all these are all management level subjects already. Okay, so you have a total of 19 units to complete the first semester. And you have already prerequisites. Uh, Ship handling and maneuvering, this is a management level course. This is a management level subject which requires you to do simulation. Of course, it's the very name itself denotes some form of actual uh, ship handling. There's no other way to go about that. Okay, so moving on to our second semester, for the third year, you have the D watch, so this deck watch keeping. This is basically an OIC competency. So, and you have the IMS, the Integrated Management System. I think it's Integrated Navigation Management System. But whatever the name is, let's check the contents of the syllabus. Then you have Basic Marine Engineering, which is a requirement even for the deck personnel. Then you have the final leg of your arts and science requirements. So in total, you have 23 units to complete your final semester of the final year of theoretical and academics before we go to the fourth year. And now to the final year that you will be spending on board the ship. It just denotes a very basic training and security awareness and training, and seafarers with designated security duties. This is where you'll be carrying your training record book, the one issued by the school, which you have to take along, and in it are certain questions and scenarios that you have to complete. Such an interesting video. Okay, so here now is my take. Reviewing what was previously discussed, and with all the data gathered, it is clear to me now that both the operational and management levels of the STCW code can be taught and given upfront during the period of the bachelor's program, meaning to say, undergraduate, they can still fit those management and operation levels within, okay, the 3 plus 1 or the 2-1-1 system of the bachelor's program for this maritime education and training. Okay? Uh, the term used for the additional MLC are, well, they are used easily, interchanged. The upgrading and updating. Okay? Uh, Mind you, these two words, they may sound similar and may mean similar thing, but they are different. And maybe this could be another bone of contention. Is it updating course or is it upgrading? Okay. Well, we'll just give you a brief definition on that later. Okay. Uh, but basically, the upgrade was used to seamlessly transfer those with the old MET into STCW courses. So they needed a lot of upgradings. Okay? That was done way back in 2014. And to prove it was working was there were two levels, operational and management. Operational nowadays no longer. But why is the management level still ongoing? Questions. Okay. The updating is to enhance the taken STCW courses. If there are developments from IMO, are there? Is there? Because if you say updating, that means you say you already took it. What will you update now? Because if you say updating plus what is being offered as MLC courses now run something like what? How many days? 50 days, 70 days? That's not updating. That's a new course. Okay? So as we start to reverse engineer the MLC, we get closer and closer to the root causes. So looking now at the post that is in your screen, these are just some of the root causes that I have determined after a series of reviews and backtracking and gap analysis. There are more, but basically, most of these written now were also highlighted by EMSA in their audits. Okay, uh, the first one is the STCW code courses are pieced and distributed in various course packages. So you have a sprinkling of management level subjects, operational level subjects, instead of the whole function or competency, it is broken up, okay, which was already highlighted before. The responses of audits, both from the school to Marina and from Marina to the European Commission, are slow and most of the time incomplete. And they always use the famous phrase, now corrections are being done and in progress. Okay, so that in progress thing has been present in all audit responses. Okay, yes, and it is hard, but it's true. We are slow in responding. Okay, the separation of MHEI and MTI, or the gaps created by these two institutions, education institutions, are wide in terms of MET delivery. So I leave it to you to try to interpret that. But basically, they say the teachings of MTI are more highly sophisticated than MHEI. I'd rather like to believe that they supplement each other, okay? Because one cannot do without the other. Simple as that. And as the gap becomes wider, it becomes more and more difficult to align. Okay. And finally, the long held concept of the 3+1 process of MET, Maritime Education and Training, this has to be rethink or rethought. Okay. Is it still practical to apply this? That after 3 years of uh, academics continues, you have 1 year to prove your learnings, okay, before you can get your degree. Yeah, in some cases it's okay, but in most cases, the real scenario on the ground is how many have bagged the position of cadet on board, cadet on training versus the support level. So there. Now, it's just a thought that we've been trying so hard to change a lot of things, but did we ever consider one of these? Now, if you're going to correct and change and be radical about this, everything is possible in the table. The other listing, while not root cause, are what you call causal factors. These are factors that contribute to a root cause, and if not corrected, eventually become the root cause themselves. Okay, these are, I've highlighted some, but there are more. These are but not limited to volume of student intake. Okay, I know this is a very tricky statement, but you must understand that the function of commercial consideration is always top of the considerations for the privately run higher education and training institutions. It's a fact. Okay, so that's one causal factor. The other one is the real onboard training as cadets. Okay, and with the real and true accomplishments of the training record book. Like I said in the beginning, in the previous video, in order for us to recognize and to solve a problem, we must first recognize and admit that there is a problem. So if we get real and start thinking outside the box, then we will see clearly that indeed we have to admit there is a problem. Okay? Like, and another causal factor which I mentioned a while ago is the confusion of the MLC on updating or upgrading. So these are just some of the causal factors that we have. So my friends, thank you for listening again. I hope it has been educational, informative, and enjoyable. We're towards the end of this year, and I would like to again greet everybody. Happy holidays and very safe new year to follow. And wherever you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until our next video, channel 8 Tango Yankee 3. The signal is clear. Thank you, stay safe, and goodbye.